everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made this adorable fall pillow using Cricut's Infusible inks. So we're going to go through this project start to finish, and I'm going to show you how you can make one yourself. To begin, we're going to start in Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to upload my design here. So I'm going to go to the upload button, and then I'm going to go into my computer files, and I'm going to select the image that I want here. For this project, I am actually using an image that is part of SVG Club. So SVG Club is a monthly subscription service for SVGs, and every month you get 40 SVGs sent directly to your inbox. These are surprise SVGs, so every month, the first of the month is just like Christmas, and you get to unzip the folder and see what designs you get for that month. So this is a special design here that's only included in the promo that's going on right now, where if you sign up, you will get these bonus SVGs for completely free. So I really like this one here. This says, "Meet me at the pumpkin patch." It's got the cute little teal truck, and we are going to use this for our pillow. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to size the design up and make it the appropriate size for my pillow. So we are using the 18 by 18 Cricut blank pillow. So I'm going to make it as big as I possibly can because I want it to fill the majority of the pillow. But we see here when we make the design super big like this, we do run into a problem, and that is that the design does not fit on the Cricut cutting mat. So when we go over here into the right side menu, we see we have this little hazard symbol, and that is telling us that our design is too large for the mat. So it's telling us to make it smaller, but we don't want to do that. We want to make it this size. So I'm going to show you how to edit the design so that we can cut it this size. So the first thing I did was I went up and I hit ungroup, and that makes all these pieces of our design come apart. So we can move the truck out of the way. And we see that the only thing that won't cut is the black portion of the design, so the words. So what we're going to do is we are going to move that out off to the side. And then we're going to go over to the left side menu here, and we're going to select shapes, and we're going to insert a square. What we're going to do is we're going to click the little unlock box, and we're going to drag this square over top of our design. And I'm making a rectangle here that is roughly the shape of my mat. I am going to select both this rectangle and my image at the same time, and then I'm going to hit the slice button down here at the bottom right. And what that does is it slices my image in two. I get rid of the pieces that I don't need, and now I have two movable images that will fit on a 12 by 24 cutting mat. Once I've done that, we can then go ahead and cut out our design. So I have a Maker 3 selected, so it's popping up asking me if I want to cut without a mat or on a mat. Since we're cutting Infusible Ink Transfer Sheets, I do need to cut with a mat. I'm going to make sure I mirror my images before cutting. So these are the Cricut Infusible Ink Transfer Sheets that we're going to be using for this project. We have the mint, the black, and the tiger pattern. We are going to begin with the black infusible ink first. If you've never worked with transfer sheets before, they do come in this black plastic wrap. It just protects it from the light. So I do suggest taking it out and saving that black wrap so you can wrap back up any scraps. If you've never worked with infusible ink before, don't be alarmed by the color of the transfer sheet. It may appear more brown than black, but you're going to see when this is complete that it is crisp black color. So I'm going to lay my transfer sheet color side up down on my mat. I do have to put two sheets together here because my design is large. I'm going to slide the mat into my Cricut Maker 3, load it, and then let the machine do its work. Once the black has completely cut, we can remove the transfer sheets from our mat. You want to make sure you flip it over and you pull the mat off the transfer sheet, not the other way around. For the pumpkins, we are going to use the Cricut Infusible Ink Animal Pattern Transfer Sheets, and we're going to be using this orange one. It seems a little weird because this is animal fur pattern, but I promise you it is going to look really cool. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to lay our transfer sheet out and we're going to cut it just like it is the first pumpkin, just laying the transfer sheet out as is. Once this one cuts out, we are going to see that we have that gradient area on the cut. So that is going to make our pumpkin a little bit of different color. For the second pumpkin, I want to make sure I make the cut in the deepest part of the orange so that they appear different colors when the ink infuses into our pillow cover. So I make sure that the deep orange part is at the top of my mat when the machine is cutting. For the truck, we are going to use this gorgeous mint color. And again, when you pull out the transfer sheet, it'll be really light, but don't worry, the ink is going to infuse and it's going to appear just the color as it is on the box. Once we have all our pieces cut out, we can then weed them. You want to weed Infusible Ink Transfer Sheets differently than you do weed vinyl or iron-on. It's like a heavy cardstock material, so you just have to peel it apart with your fingers. You don't actually need to use a weeding tool, and you will see that it pulls apart nice and easy away from the letters or your design. Once it's all weeded, we're going to warm up our Easy Press here, and I'm just going to set the settings. So it's 385 and we set it for 60. A neat little hack on how to figure out what settings to use. Cricut actually has a heat guide on their website. It's interactive and you can actually select the machine that you're going to be using. So we're using the Easy Press 2. And then we go down here and we select the heat transfer material, which is the Infusible Ink Transfer Sheets. And then we select our base material. So we are putting this on their pillow cover. And I also want to click off here that I'm using an Easy Press matte. We hit apply and then up pops our settings that we need to use. It even tells us to preheat for 15 seconds, use light pressure, and as well we can toggle back and forth between Celsius or Fahrenheit depending on where you're located. Not only that, if you scroll down, it also gives you step-by-step instructions on what you should do to prep your piece, the application, and the care as well for when your project is finished. So this is a really neat function, and I like to add it to my bookmarks so it's easily accessible when I'm doing projects. We're going to pull out our pillow cover here and we're going to warm it up just like the instructions said. We want to make sure that we put some butcher paper in between the cover so that we don't get any bleed through of the infusible ink. So I'm just going to set my Easy Press on here for 15 seconds just to warm up our pillow cover. Once that's done, we are going to take our design and we're just going to layer it on just like it was in Design Space. The thing with infusible ink is you have to press all at once. So it's not like iron-on where you can do layer by layer. You need to make sure that you do it all in one shot. I am layering my design and I have cut out the transfer tape in any areas where it will overlap. Once it's all done, I'm going to put my Easy Press down, doing it one section at a time because it's not like an iron. We don't move our Easy Press around while it's doing the heating. We just set it down and leave it. And we do not move it at all until the 60 seconds is done. Once the 60 seconds is done on this section, we are going to very carefully pick up the Easy Press and gently set it down on another section. And we are going to do this section by section until we have pressed every area of the design. Once we have done the whole design, we can remove the butcher paper to reveal our design. Now, I'm going to show you, I did make a small mistake here, but I'm going to show you how I fixed it. So when I pull back off the design, I forgot to press the last part of the H. My press didn't touch that at all, so the infusible ink didn't infuse. So what I did was I just cut off the piece that didn't get pressed, patched it back in, and then pressed again. So it's really easy to fix these things. If you miss a part of the design, you can fix it. This is our finished pillow here, and you can see how bright and vivid the infusible ink is, and we are left with a gorgeous fall pillow. If you like this design and you want to get it, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, all you have to do is sign up for SVG Club. I've put a link in the description on this video. It'll take you right to SVG Club and you can sign up and become a member. If you sign up before the end of August, you will get these bonus fall designs completely free, as well as the 40 designs for the month. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming content.